For years, I refused to listen to my wife's advice on sleep and thought that 5 to 6 hours was more than enough, until I realised that this amount of sleep can lead to dementia and even worse. Most people treat sleep like it's optional or wasted time, like it's something you can catch up on over the weekend. This video is going to show you why sleep is not wasted time. It's actually the most powerful tool you have to upgrade your brain, your body and your life. This less than 15-minute video is a quick summary of Matthew Walker's hugely important book, Why We Sleep. Chapter 1. Sleep isn't passive. It's your brain's night shift. Sleep is not an optional lifestyle luxury. Sleep is a non-negotiable biological necessity. Matthew Walker. Now I'm fully aware of the importance of sleep. I make it a priority. And when I don't get enough, I feel moody and even more irritable than usual. Let's just say I'm not at my best. And after getting into personal development back in 2019, I want to be the very best of myself every day. When you sleep, your brain doesn't just shut off, it gets to work. It clears out metabolic waste, strengthens memories, balances hormones, and even resets your emotional state. Every night, you go through multiple 90-minute sleep cycles. Each one includes light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, and each phase has a specific purpose. Stage 3 and 4, deep sleep. This is when your body physically heals, tissues repair, your immune system strengthens, and growth hormones are released. REM sleep. This is where dreams happen. Your brain consolidates emotional memories, processes information, and becomes more creative. If you miss even a few hours of sleep, you disproportionately lose REM because most of it happens late in the night. According to Matthew Walker, author of Why We Sleep, reducing sleep from 8 hours to 6 hours can cut REM sleep by up to 70%, drastically impairing mood, memory, and creativity. Sleep isn't rest, it's repair. Now, I'm not a sleep expert, and this video doesn't contain any advice. I'm just giving you a quick summary of one of the most important books I've ever read. So you can either watch this video or read this excellent book. Either way, sleep is massively important to our health. Chapter 2, your brain on sleep. Sharper, smarter, stronger. Let's talk about your brain. The first time I learned pretty much anything about the brain was back in 2019 when I read another excellent, important book called The Chin Paradox by Stephen Peters. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a quick summary of a book that will help you with your emotions. Anyway, when you're well rested, your hippocampus, which handles short-term memory, works like a USB drive. During sleep, especially during non-REM sleep, your brain transfers that data to the cortex, where it becomes long-term memory. So if you don't sleep after learning something new, you won't retain it. It's like typing up a paper and then forgetting to hit save. Sleep also boosts your problem-solving ability, decision-making, and focus. Pulling an all-nighter might help you meet a deadline, but it severely reduces the quality of your thinking. A study published in Nature Neuroscience found that sleep-deprived individuals had a 40% reduction in the ability of the brain to form new memories. In short, if you want a better brain, you need better sleep. What if your sleep improved from 6 hours per night to 8 hours per night? This meant you perform better at work, and 6 months later, you get a 25% increase in your income. And then you're able to invest finally. And 20 years later, you become financially free. Now, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but this is an investing channel. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how sleep is linked to investing. Chapter 3. Creativity happens while you dream. Have you ever woke up with a brilliant idea? That's not a coincidence. During REM sleep, your brain connects information across different parts of your memory, like a mental remix machine. This is what makes you more creative, helps with problem solving, and sparks innovation. Artists, writers, scientists, many credit dreams or early morning ideas to the power of a good night's sleep. REM sleep acts like your brain's internal editor, rewriting, recombining, and reshaping your experiences into new ideas. Research in the journal Current Biology showed that after REM sleep, people performed significantly better on tasks requiring creative problem solving compared to those who didn't enter REM. So if you're in a creative rut, don't grind harder, go to bed. I've been bad at this, to be honest. In the past, I've pushed hard at work or studying for my degree, for example, and when I think about it now, not prioritising sleep probably led to average results. Chapter 4. Sleep deprivation destroys more than just energy. Now let's look at what happens when you don't sleep. After 16 hours of being awake, your brain begins to malfunction. After 20 hours, you're about as cognitively impaired as someone who's legally drunk. Lack of sleep affects memory, focus, reaction time, emotional control, judgment, and the scary part, most sleep deprived people think they're fine. The American Journal of Clinical Pathology found that after 17 to 19 hours without sleep, people performed worse on tests than those with a blood alcohol content of 0.5%. And the long-term effects: increased risk of Alzheimer's, stroke, diabetes, depression, even cancer. This is not just about feeling tired, it's about staying alive. This video is a warning from me to you, someone who cares. When I read Walker's excellent book, it scared me into prioritizing sleep, and I want it to have the same effect on you. So after watching this video, get yourself a copy from Amazon, because I'm confident that this book I'm talking about in today's video will have a huge impact on my health and your health. Chapter 5. Sleep is your body's doctor, dietitian and therapist. Sleep doesn't just reboot your brain, it repairs your entire body. Here's what a good night's sleep supports. Heart health. Poor sleep increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Metabolism. Sleep loss triggers weight gain and insulin resistance. Hormones. Men produce less testosterone and women see reduced fertility. Imagine if you're a bloke in your 40s and your testosterone reduces to levels where you have difficulty in the bedroom. But what if you started sleeping 8 hours per night and them testosterone levels went back up to normal levels? Immune system. One sleepless night cuts immune cells by 70%. That's why you often get sick after burning the candle at both ends. A study in Sleep Journal found that people who sleep less than 6 hours a night are 4.2 times more likely to catch a cold. If you care about your health, sleep is a non-negotiable. Chapter 6. 5 powerful ways to 10x your sleep. We're moving on to the good stuff as we shift to solutions. Here's how you can sleep better. Starting tonight. 1. Cut caffeine after 11 a.m. Caffeine blocks adenosine, however you say that, that's your sleep chemical. After 6 hours, half the caffeine is still in your system. The Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine reported that consuming caffeine even 6 hours before bed reduced sleep by over 1 hour. 2. Go to bed and wake up at the same time, even on weekends. This keeps your circadian rhythm stable, helping your body know when to release melatonin. 3. Get 30 plus minutes of morning sunlight. Natural light anchors your internal clock and boosts alertness during the day, which improves sleep at night. 4. Avoid screen 1 to 2 hours before bed. Blue light from phones and TVs suppresses melatonin. Use blue light filters or glass if needed. This is something I struggle with, to be honest, because I'm always reading my Kindle on my phone and looking at X. Now, I probably won't stop reading, but I do need to try and stop X. 5. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Keep it dark, cool, and quiet. Use blackout curtains if needed or a sleep mask, and try a weighted blanket for extra comfort. A bonus tip comes from biohacker Gary Brecker. He says to get cold showers before bed because it stops the loop of thoughts you have as you try and settle yourself down. Chapter 7. Track it to hack it. One last tip: track your sleep. You can't improve what you don't measure. Use tools like Fitbit, Apple Watch, Oura Ring, Whoop Band. My preference is my Whoop, and it's helped me to improve my sleep over the last 6 months. Look at your sleep stages, duration, and disturbances. It's like having a fitness tracker for your brain. A 2022 meta-review in Nature and Science of Sleep found that self-monitoring with sleep trackers significantly improved sleep behaviors in adults. So if you're serious about improvement, get data-driven. Summary: sleep is not a luxury, it's a lifeline. Sleep isn't about laziness, it's not something to cut when you're too busy. It's the single most high leverage habit you can improve to upgrade your productivity, Creativity, focus, mood, health, longevity. If sleep came in pill form, it'd be the most powerful drug on the planet. But the good news, it's free. So tonight, give your body the gift it's been crying out for. Shut down the screen, dim the light, and drift off, knowing you're doing something powerful. Because when you sleep better, you live better. If you got value from this video, share it with someone you care about. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest sleep challenge at the moment? Now, this channel is an investing channel, but it's also a mindset channel. I believe if you get the mindset side right, you will be a successful investor. And eventually, this will lead to financial freedom. But how does this relate to sleep? Well, if you don't get enough sleep, you're not going to get the mindset part right, and you'll be a rubbish investor. So the potential to become financially free from investing is another huge reason to prioritize sleep.